I genuinely love you, my brother. I genuinely love you, my sister. That was a conversation with me and my brother Kevin yesterday. Let me tell you, it's like God just blessed me with this brother who's always there to just be there for me and offer me such great advice that I can pass on to you guys. And yesterday was another sacred conversation with him, and we just talked about this genuine love. You know, that we want more of this genuine love in the world where we can genuinely love, support, uplift, encourage, uphold each other. You know, that's the kind of relationship we think will make God happy. And we could see that happening more often. I told him how we have all these different voices in our heads, but we have to learn and discern God's voice. I told him we have this devil on one here and the God are here, so we have to know which voice is God, which one is the devil, you know, and that's where our appointments with God come in, guys, so we can start discerning God's voice from the world's voice. And this one says this, and this one thinks you're stupid, Nikki, and this thinks you're foolish. But we have to know, guys, what is God saying? And we have to follow his voice. That verse in the Bible says, my sheep know my voice, they listen and they follow me. It's so crucial, guys, to us living our best lives. So I want you guys here with me that all day, every day, trying to discern, God, what are you saying to me? Which direction you want me to go? Not conforming with the world, not listening to all these people on the internet saying you should do this and you should do that. And, you know, just listen for God's voice. And I promise you, that's how he guides us on the best path. Like when I hear from Kevin and his advice, I know it's God, you know? And so what I want you guys to do is start listening every second in your gut, in your feeling. Capture every thought that comes your direction. Like Kevin was telling me yesterday, he was just in his kitchen and one thought came to him. And then right after that was another thought. And so I just played devil's advocate with him. I said, Kevin, how do you know which one was God and which one was the devil, or what do you think? You know, but it's just when we get to have a relationship with God, guys, we'll know. Like yesterday, it was a customer, and I had like 2 videos on TikTok, and a customer out of the blue just came to me and said, oh, I saw you on TikTok. He said you were talking about mercy. I'm like, oh. And after my crazy day from the day before, that was a message from God, believe it or not, because I said this mercy is a characteristic that we don't even hear anybody talk about anymore. So for him to come to me the next day after my crazy day, saying, I saw you on TikTok talking about mercy, was just like a wink from God saying, Nick, this is where I want you to be. I want you to be this merciful person. And honestly, guys, when we do this mercy, it really isn't for the other person. It's really for us, to give us the peace and the joy, you know, and give that back to us. Because when we're mad and we're bitter and we're angry, it takes away so much from our lives, guys. So that was just God's way of all the customers in the world to come in, say, oh, I saw you on TikTok, you know, and you talked about mercy. You know, it's just a message from God. So I wanted to be alert to all these messages from God that come all over the place. That's what Kevin and I talked about. And don't forget about the God winks. Yesterday, I couldn't get over him. It was actually 1:17 p.m. I went into a car that we were fixing just to check and see the status of it. And I looked at the trip odometer, and the trip odometer was 117 kilometers, guys, at exactly 117 on my time. So that was, again, God revealing a glimmer of his presence when everything lines up too perfect. Like, what's the chances at 117 for me to go to that vehicle, for the trip odometer to be 117? It's just God. And those 11:7 or 7:11, it's just my numbers from God that he says, Nick, I'm with you. My presence is forever with you. There's never a moment that I'm not with you. And that's what really gives me the joy, the peace, the courage, just to take on my life, you know? So I don't want you guys to miss out. Start looking up for these God winks. Start listening for these messages from him that comes all over the place. Every thought, we're going to listen for God's voice. Those feelings of peace, enthusiasm, excitement with him telling me, yes, it's the way to go when we think of going a certain way. And the ones that say doubt and say, don't go that way. So don't miss out, guys. And I got to go. Love you guys. Listen to God. Make sure, make your relationship with him your top priority. Peace.